From Concord University in Athens, West Virginia, this is Mountain Lion News.
Hello and welcome to Mountain Lion News. I'm Kiana Johnson.
And I'm Leah Gilpin.
Let's take a look at what's going on around campus. Here's MLN's Jakil Sareem with Campus Connections.
Tuesday, November 13th, indoor blacklight roller skating will be held in the ballroom. Free skate rentals, food, and more, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Wednesday, November 14th, Student Government Association will hold a meeting in the stateroom from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Thursday, November 15th, a class for beginners Hawaiian dance will be offered from 4 to 5 p.m. Saturday, November 17th, Concord University women's basketball versus Notre Dame College 2 to 5 p.m. and men's basketball will also face off against Notre Dame College from 4 to 7:30 p.m. Monday, November 19th, Thanksgiving recess for Concord University students will begin.
Concord University held their first ever media night for the play The Crucible on November 5th. The Concordian, MLN News, the Princeton Times, and WOAY were among the media that covered the event. Each media source was provided with a media kit, which was developed by the PR writing workshop here at Concord University. Hors d'oeuvres were served at the beginning of the night, followed by an introduction from the director of the play, Karen Varanch. Media nights are a great way for the media to get more information about the event taking place and a way to meet the ones involved. And this one, for the play The Crucible, fell nothing short of that. As a special treat, the cast gave the media a sneak peek and provided them a glimpse at one of the scenes fully costumed.
Perhaps she is not yet hungered. Mr. Paris, I've been heard word outside that you were going in search of loose spirits.
There's a wide opinion outside that the devil is running among us. And I'd like to satisfy them that they are wrong.
Let you come out and call them wrong then. Are you our minister or Mr. Hale? Did you consult the wardens of the church before you asked him here to look for devils?
He is not coming to look for devils.
Then what's he coming for?
There be children dying in the village, Mr. Proctor.
I've seen none die.
Pray, John, be calm.
The media was also provided with a Q&A where they got to ask specific actors about their roles. Director Karen Varanch ended the Q&A with a heartfelt good job to the cast.
But for the most part, I would say I am really proud of these students. I'm really proud of how they have absolutely risen to the challenge. And one thing we worked a lot on, and I hope you noticed in that scene, was this mounting energy and the intensity by just not waiting till someone stops and saying the lines over top of each other. We worked and worked and worked on that. And you see it again in the courtroom scene. And so that was, that kind of, that intensity and that energy, they brought it every night. There wasn't a night I can say that we were off. They really did bring it, so I really appreciate that.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your update on the sports here on the Campus Beautiful. As the fall season wraps up, our teams have been acting like Queen and making other teams bite the dust. Women's soccer made a finals appearance in the MEC tournament, and men's cross country had a strong second-place finish at the MEC conference meet. But only one of our fall teams can say they have captured an MEC conference championship. Our women's cross country team captured their first ever MEC conference championship at the conference meet in Wheeling. And I have two of our Lady Mountain Lions here with me in the studio to discuss the victory. All MEC first team cross country members Bailey Knowles and Carly Thompson. Ladies, how are you both?
Doing pretty good.
All right, so first of all, how does it feel to be a part of the first ever women's cross-country championship team here at Concord?
I mean, it's an amazing feeling. I'm just so glad we could go out on top like this.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's wonderful to see you guys do this. You guys have been working very hard, and I think it's well-deserved. And now, this team here is full of upperclassmen. 6 out of the 7 of you all are seniors, with only one junior out of that bunch. Was there an internal mindset going on through this season to think, okay, this is our last chance to do this. It's either now or never. What was the mindset going into this season?
You got it.
Yeah, I mean, all season we've just been saying, like, this is our one shot, last shot to do it. I mean, I think all 7 of us, really all 13 of us, have just had that same mindset. We've just knew we had to work hard, knew we had to chase down those other MEC girls, and 6 seniors, that's really you can't beat that. We definitely wanted it more than anyone out there.
Yeah, that's what we said. I mean, like on race day, we were just like, nobody wants it badder than 6 seniors do.
So over the last few years, the focus has been on the men's side with them winning 3 straight conference championships and having a nationals appearance, the first from the MEC cross country side. How does it feel to finally get, like, in a way, it kind of feels like you all have been in the shadows kind of a way. How does it feel now to be like, okay, the men are now in the back seat and now we're finally getting our time to shine? How's that feel a little bit?
Well, I think we definitely had like a lot of fun, supporting the guys and, like hoping that they do well and cheering them on at nationals and all that. But it definitely feels good to finally have our spot on the podium up there and get to go up on stage. And since we've, worked 4 years and with all of our seniors, it just made it really special.
Yeah, we've definitely seen how much they've enjoyed it and how much it's meant to them. And we're definitely glad to finally be able to experience it.
And finally, how do you feel about this team going forward? You got, like I said, 6 out of the 7 are seniors. And the one who wasn't a senior is a junior in Aiden. So how do you guys feel about how this team's going to move forward once you guys are off the track and off the course come next year?
I mean, there's definitely potential for the future upperclassmen to be some real team leaders. I know Coach Cox was a lot of work into recruiting, and I'm really hoping that they can get in some good recruits, and I know those girls will continue to work hard.
I think with the like 2 or 3 teams that are supposed to be joining the MEC next year, that's going to change it up a bit, like D&E and Frostburg State. Yeah, I think they'll change it up some, but hopefully I think if we have some leaders and people that step up next year, the girls team can still do well.
Hopefully so. We'd like to thank you ladies for coming on. Coming up after the break, we have an interview with Vice President of Administration, Rick Dillon, that will brighten your day. Also, there will be a new Mountain Munchies and a So Cute with Jasmine Hubbard. Stay with us.
Today we have invited Rick Dillon onto the set to discuss new LED lighting that has been placed around campus. Where have lights been placed around campus?
Now the short answer is everywhere. We replaced more than 30,000 lights and more than 12,000 light fixtures.
Awesome. What are the benefits of having LED lights opposed to the lighting we had before?
Well, I think there's several. Saves your energy. Saves us money. Mm-hmm. And it's a better lighting, I think, for classrooms and hallways and student rooms.
Yeah.
And we also added lights in areas where we thought there wasn't enough light. And we did that primarily for safety reasons.
Mm-hmm. What will LED lights mean for the future of Concord?
Well, we just put them in this year, and I'll give you some additional positive things that happened from it. We're on a 7-year contract with the company. If any light goes dark, for whatever reason, doesn't work properly, a bulb burns out, someone from Helios Energy comes and replaces those lights. So we are able to dedicate our men in different directions. They're not constantly replacing light bulbs. I mean, we had one gentleman who essentially spent 80% of his time replacing light bulbs on campus. So he'll be able to do other projects associated with that. The savings that we have from the LED lights, which is considerable, paid for the LED lights, both the installment and the energy afterwards. So we're saving the earth by using LED lights, and we're not really paying any additional money to do that.
Based on the LED lights, what are other projects that are in the works to better the campus beautiful?
Well, we just finished, prior to the LED light project, we finished a $16.2 million resident hall renovation. And we chose that renovation instead of taking down the buildings and redoing them because we did them for half the cost. You know, two new resident halls the size of the towers would have cost probably twice as much as it took us to renovate them. Now, currently, we're working on boring subjects like boilers and air conditioning, refrigeration things that are costly, but you know, bring better energy to our campus, make people more comfortable.
It's really great. Well, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Caleb Marsley. On this segment of Mountain Munchies, we're going to dive into an authentic Mexican restaurant right here in our very own town of Princeton. Located right off the Greasy Ridge Road, Campestre sits waiting for its customers to come in and enjoy authentic Mexican cuisine. Featuring an entirely different and new renovations from their previous location, this layout is clean. The menu has many options for delicious Mexican meals and even has options for vegetarians. Their drink selection ranges from margaritas to drinks made from professional bartenders. Their establishment is family-friendly and caters to anyone who comes inside. Come in and enjoy some fine dining and drinks at Campestre here soon. Well, that's all we have for Mountain Munchies. Back to you ladies in the studio.
Thanks, Caleb.
Now here with her segment on creating your look is MLN's fashion correspondent, Jasmine Hubbard.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of So Cute. The new sub-fashion of Manjarake is popping up all over the place within the alternative fashion community. The style movement is thought to have begun with the designer and model Kua_Uesumi. The word Manjara is Japanese slang for mental health, and it became a word that is used to describe the sickly cute fashion. What was once a negative term to describe the mentally ill has turned into a term to positively uplift and educate the mental health community through their pastel gory medical attire. One influencer that has been gracing the internet with her positive vibes is Pastel Ophelia, a mentally ill, chronically ill girl who does her best to embrace the Manjara fashion and uses the fashion as a way to not only educate us on mental illnesses, but to show how colorful, bright clothing can help those suffering from mental illnesses feel better about themselves. The fashion is draped in glitter band-aids, rosy red cheeks, bondage straps, and uses of fake blood usually painted onto the face. For more information on this fashions, check out Pastel Ophelia or Kua_Uesumi on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at LadyJay872 or Lady J's Short Films for more content like this. Remember to stay so cute, lovelies. Now back to the desk.
That's all we have time for this week's Mountain Lion News and for the semester. I'm Leah Gilpin.
And before we say goodbye until next semester, I would like to thank the viewers as well as my fellow crew members for making my time here on MLN News an unforgettable experience. I'm Kiana Johnson, signing off for good.